So let's say somebody's listening in and they want to set up basically a skeleton week like you recommend, and they're not a pro, they don't have tons of time, and they can't do super long workouts. Can you kind of run through? I want to run through like your top swim session, your top bike session, your top run session in terms of just like getting the most bang for your buck
Bang
as
for your
far as
buck.
as far as what you do. Let's start with swim. What would you do for a swim session as far as like one of your key sessions that you think just gives you a ton of benefit?
And you put me on the spot, but a good set. Probably my favourite swim session is a set that we got out of my old swim coach in Australia, Dick Kane, and he's coached Olympic champions. He's coached myself, Craig Alexander, McKeely Jones. Some of the greatest triathletes have come out of Dick's swimming pool in Cars Park, just south of Sydney. And he created a session that over the years we called the elevator, and the athletes actually called it the elevator. He used to just give it a simple name. It was basically a set of 200s. But we used to call it the elevator because it used to climb and just kill us by the end. And it was a set of 400s, and we used to do 8 by 50, 2 by 400s, 2 by 400, and you'd repeat that. The first 50 meters would be flat out. Then you do, another 8 750s on a set cycle, and then you do 2 400s at race pace, and you would repeat that 8 times. So it was a very, very long set. And over
Wow.
the years, we adjusted that for, I got older and I didn't need to swim as much. And I'm thinking I don't need that kind of intensity when I was young. And we cut that back to 200s. And it's a session I use weekly. Every single Monday, I do a version of the elevator set. And it's, I'll do 450s, 200s. And the 50s will be first 50 is flat out, 350s steady. And then the 200s at race pace. And then it'll be the next set will be the 250s flat out, 2 steady, and then 200s at race pace, and the third set will be the 350s at max effort, and the last set is obviously the 450s at max effort. And that's why we call it the elevator. You're constantly stepping up the lactate with the hard 50s, but the key is to try and hold those 200s at as close to race pace as you possibly can. And it's a good form finder because you get to really see those 200 times drop off towards the end, and if you're finding some good swim form when you can maintain that 200 pace the whole way through the set. And, mate, I can tell you right now, I do this session with Crowe in Australia. We do it, we swim in the same squad, and both of us look at that session in particular as a key marker for where we are in our swimming. It's probably one of my favourite sets, and it's mentally very, very easy. You knock it out, and there's multiple variations of the elevator set, but that is probably the meat and potato session that we would nail on a Monday.